Left channel, right channel, center.
VTuber 一問一答自己紹介
Yeah, and the tape's
それじゃあ
rolling.
行くよせーのお名前は
Katt Phloxworthy.
呼び方は
Just Cat is fine.
あなたは何系 VTuber?
Nerdy cat girl who features space
誕
flight.
生日は
May 4th.
年齢は
Older than Pneumatic.
性別は
Transgender
身
female.
長は
4'11".
出身は
Sacramento County.
チャームポイントは
Dialogue hair clip.
突然ですがモノマネどうぞ
Yeah, what's up, Dad?
活動場所は
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
はじめの挨拶
Thank you for joining me.
終わりの挨拶
Bye.
推しマークは
None at present.
配信タグは
Cat-like
ファ
feed.
ンアートは
Cat pics.
ファンネームは
Cat's apprentices.
好きな色は
Iris Indigo.
好きなことは
Vintage computers and
得
video.
意なことは
Technology.
ここで一言愛の告白
I love you.
好きな食べ物は
Ethnic foods.
好きな飲み物は
Craft soda.
好きな漫画は
Pizza 10.
好きなアニメは
Planet.
好きなゲームは
Left 4 Dead 2.
好きな音楽は
Classic rock.
苦手なことは
Human stupidity.
尊敬するのは
Space fairy people.
叶えたい夢は
ISS crew
最後にみん
interview.
なに一言どう
Thanks
ぞ
so much for your support and a final status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur.
Go Katt Phlox.
You have permission to launch.
3, 2, 1. RD-180 ignition. Booster ignition and liftoff of Atlas V and Centaur. Hello, everybody, especially those who vote, my friends here in United States. Thank you. I hope you're having a great Labor Day weekend, and of course, it's nearing its end. And on that note, thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Katt Phloxworthy here. We are on Monday, the 1st of September. And it is right now the beginning of September. And on top of that, it is Labor Day. And I've been doing a bit of work today, as you can tell. If you've been watching my X account and my Blue Sky account, I went ahead and put new... Ooh, excuse me. I just had some dinner just now, and it's deciding to have a little bit of revenge on me. Anyway, very mild though. But anyway, I went and put some new pinned posts on there, notably with my with a little bit more stuff with my with stuff regarding my my model. I still need to do a re-debut at some point, and I'm hoping to do that before too long. So keep your eye bones peeled for more information as I get things ready. I pretty much just about have all the other stuff done. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a nice, flashy gala type re-debut, but hey, it is what it is. I'll do what I can. And of course, another thing I went up is put on a new edition of Classic Rock with Katt Phloxworthy. In this case, I was talking about the Beatles and the end piece of their 1966 album Revolver, notably Tomorrow Never Knows. I forget the exact working title of that was, but anyway, while it's the last one of the album, it was the first to be recorded, or at least conceptualized, and it was one of the weirdest sounding ones I heard. I originally heard this by way of a cassette copy that my dad made from vinyl, and it was one of the weirdest things. And I thought George Harrison's "Love You Too," and that's T.O. The preposition was an interesting one, mainly because it was in sitar as opposed to a guitar, and that's when George Harrison was doing a lot of stuff in using Eastern religion. He and the other Beatles, I believe, had gone to India, and I believe Harrison actually studied under Ravi Shankar, very famous sitarist, the late Ravi Shankar. And of course, he did a lot of other stuff, not necessarily just with that bit of that Far Eastern music, particular genre, but I think he had a bit more of a religious awakening, and one of the other ones in his solo career, which ended up getting him sued because apparently it basically some of the people thought they'd been plagiarizing stuff, and that was My Sweet Lord. And I don't particularly consider myself religious, but I really do like the piece for what it's worth. For what he was trying to express. Excuse me. But anyway, they were talking about how. But anyway, back to Tomorrow Never Knows. They did a lot of interesting things with that. They had used a lot of tape loops with quarter-inch tape, and in the case of the vocals by John Lennon, one of them he was doing what is called multi-tracking, where he records himself 2 or more times, and then playing it back so it sounds a little bit fuller, if you will. And another particular part, as he sends his speaker through a Leslie speaker. It's kind of speaker that you see, like, say, for example, on an organ, when you play it, and it sounds like it's got a sort of a tremolo sound because the speaker horn is going right by your range of hearing, and in the as a matter of fact, Ringo Starr used something similar by playing an acoustic piano through one for "Don't Pass Me By" on the White Album. Very interesting sound to that. So if you want to give that a try, do that. But back to the original one, which was Tomorrow Never Knows. There's this father and son combo over in London, which actually did a remake. They did a remake of their own of that particular piece, and using a lot of the same exact same techniques, using a Revox reel-to-reel tape deck to create the tape loops, and then recording that onto a Tascam cassette deck. So then another standalone cassette deck, so they could have 5 different pieces of audio, and they would bring each one in during the course of the piece. And of course, a couple of the other things they also had was a backwards guitar solo, which, according to another one that's called "You Can't Unhear This," I think is the name of the YouTube channel out there, they made the same mention of the fact that Tomorrow Never Knows was not only the last one to play on the album, it was also the first one to get conceptualized and recorded. It had bits of that actual guitar. Apparently, it was played by Paul McCartney during Taxman, and apparently George Harrison was originally doing the guitar for that one. Didn't exactly do too well. He was not. It wasn't exactly doing not exactly nailing it. So they handed it to Paul McCartney, and it came really well, and played it backwards, and became essentially the other bookend, if you will, of Revolver, one of my favorite ever Beatles albums. It was probably one of the best ones, one of the earliest ones. The other well-known one that's much like it, of course, is Abbey Road. and that we could talk about that at some point later. But anyway, this father-son combo, they did such a wonderful job doing their own rendition of Tomorrow Never Knows, using a lot of the same techniques that the Beatles actually used, but of course a lot of the finishing stuff that they did in their production of the piece. A lot of that stuff is done with modern techniques such as DAWs, DAWS, meaning DAW being digital audio workstation, and very interesting stuff to hear. But anyway, let's see. I'm still making sure that everything is working right. I got a whole bunch of updates, and I'm hearing that the updates for Windows are coming up that's supposed to be fixing a lot of the problems, not just for NDI that I am looking at the most, and just about everyone else, including myself, are keeping eyes on the whole SSD issues that Microsoft rather is dealing with for Windows. That's supposed to be on the next Patch Tuesday, which of course is a week from tomorrow, being the 9th. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled on that, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping it doesn't it actually fixes the NDI issue. While I could have actually done the workarounds that they were talking about using the access manager for NDI, I decided to do it the right way, and that's pull the damn broken things out entirely. I mean, seriously, if Microsoft is going to mess things up so abjectly badly like this, I might as well completely half-inch everything out and take it from there. Hello, William Fee over on YouTube. How you doing? Good to see you. And, of course, over back on Twitch, Bryn Holden, good to see you as well. I saw you, of course, peek in during the pre-show. Anyway, hang on a sec. Let me grab a real quick thing of water. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play the game. We're going to start our game, which, of course, as I've been saying, we're doing the OG versions of the add-ons. Most notably, we just finished Opposing Force. I think the latter part of last week. Just updated my Windows 10 to 11 to a gateway computer, to be exact. Okay, that's going to be an interesting thing to do. 11 to a to 11 a gateway computer to be exact. An old gateway. Good heavens! I didn't realize they were. One of my computers I got a while back in 2010 was in fact a gateway. I don't know if Gateway is even still around anymore. They got acquired by Acer about 12 or 15 years ago. And I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm still waiting on, like I said, Windows 11, especially with stuff regarding the updates that just came out. That came out during August. And in particular, Windows 11 release 24 H2 has been really, really plagued with problems. At least I've heard anyway. The biggest concern I have is either losing data or worse, losing data and bricking drive. Losing data is bad enough. Losing hardware is worse, arguably worse. So, anyway, on that note, we're going to go ahead and let's go to the next one. We're going to be getting out of Adrian Shepard, who is now in cold storage, as it were. We're now going to head over to, we're going to go to Half-Life Blue Shift, where we step into the boots of Barney Calhoun. We're about ready to don our armor and helmet. Basically our armor in the form of a vest and a helmet. So on that note, let's go ahead and grab the game up. And make sure that I have the game in front of me because it's still under me. Okay, looks like everything's looking good there. I need to double check, make sure it's actually making it through there. Okay, looking good. Let's go ahead and go find some baddies. Well, actually, it's normal. So the normal thing right at the moment. We're just getting ready to go for, you know, routine day at work. Excuse me. Again, this is also by Gearbox.
And welcome to the Black Mesa transit system. This automated train is provided for the comfort and convenience of Black Mesa residents.
Uh-oh. Something's wrong. Yeah, something's not right there. It's not supposed to be doing that. Okay, let me do a real quick check on my controls here. Also going to take a real quick look in Steam itself. Look at the store page, because one of the things I need to double check now that I see that is, as far as I know, it is not, doesn't say whether it is fully optimized for, I know the that opposing force it didn't specifically said it was say it was optimized for, what was I trying to say, for controllers. Imagine I believe the Half-Life one was.
The time is 8.
What's going on? I need to find my other mouse. Turn off that keyboard. And I gotta find the other. Ah, here it is. We're gonna tell it. We're gonna put it on a completely unused channel on that particular mouse. We're gonna head over here. We're gonna restart the game real quick here. Bring Steam back to the fore. I'm going to restart the game. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna hover over the mouse over that thing. Yep, it's good to go. Okay, let's try it. We don't need no stinking clean. Let's see if it actually lets me do this.
And welcome to the Black Mesa transit system. This automated.
Seriously? What the hell is going on with this thing? Oh! I didn't see those. It's still broken. Great. Why is it doing this? I wish I knew.
The time is 8:42 a.m. Current topside temperature is 91 degrees, with an estimated high today of 105. Black Mesa compound is maintained at 60.
What is going on with this thing? Need to double check all these controls. Because everything looks like it should.
This train is inbound from the Area 8 topside dormitories to the Central Transit Hub in Area 9. Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event
Let's see if
of
it
an
works
emergency,
when we get through the whole thing
passengers
first.
remain seated at the direct instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled passengers should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives. If your intended destination is a high-security area beyond Sector C, you will need to board a high-security train at the Central Transit Hub. If you have not yet submitted
Oh
your
goodness, look at
identity
that.
or
Tesla's
retinal
tacos.
clearance
I like
system,
that.
you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be admitted to the high-security branch of the transit system. If you wish to transfer to the Sector B or C medium security lines,
Coming through.
you may do so
Don't mind
before
us.
you reach the Central Transit Hub at the Area 9 security checkpoint. Access to the medium security branch of the transit system is for employees of the Black Mesa Research Facility and authorized visitors only, and requires that you wear your security badge at all times.
There's Otis, or an Otis anyway.
Delphino, friend like you, man. Hey, Calhoun. Looks like we're in for a long day today. Have a good one, Calhoun.
Oh,
This train is
We're not
now
ready to leave just
transferring
yet.
to the Sector C line of the transit system. This is a medium.
let's see. At least I can see what's going on. Oh, that was interesting.
Now arriving at Area 3 security facilities.
Insecurity. Wow, what a nice name. My flashlight was on the whole time? That was interesting. Billy boop boop again.
Hold on a minute. The door's not responding to your pass
Oh,
ID.
Luke was
Let
here.
me see if I can get it open on this side.
Guess who?
Okay, I think I got it.
Ding.
Sorry about that, Calhoun. We've been having problems all over the facility this morning. System crashes, security malfunctions. It's a wonder this whole place hasn't shut down yet.
Yeah, big surprise, isn't it? Don't understand why it's not working like it should. Pause that for a sec here. Let's see if there's a look keyboard item that needs to be unbound. Left off or let's see here. What's going on here? I may actually have to switch to a different game at this point. Or do this. Nope, still something wrong. Advanced. Nope. Look up, look down. But look up, look down. Page up, page down. That works. I remember back in the day, that's all we had. We didn't even have the whole idea of using a mouse. I wish I knew what the hell was going on with this thing. You know what? I really can't play that kind of... I can't really play things like that. So let's do this. All right. I think I'm just going to go ahead and... Because it keeps looking up. Keeps centering the game... centering my view. In both axes. And I don't know why. On that note, we're just going to go ahead and close that game out. And... yeah, sorry about that. I'm not going to end the stream, though. I'm going to find something else to play. Let's see. There's apparently there's also been some mods for the original Half-Life that bring it to a quote-unquote classic state. I don't think I'm going to... You know what? I don't really feel like playing another Half-Life game right now. See. I'm gonna bring up, actually, you know what I'm gonna do, just because I'm gonna bring up Half-Life Opposing Force to see if it does the same thing here. Could not launch games, can only... What? Kidding me. Try again. Could not launch game, can only one instance can be run at a time. Let me try one other thing. I'm going to completely exit and restart Steam. Thankfully, it doesn't affect this particular session, because that's a different Steam session entirely. Exit. Waiting for Half-Life's... Whoa, that's interesting. It says that Half-Life... that it wasn't... It was waiting for it to shut down when I had already shut it down. That is downright weird. What we're going to do is we're going to restart Steam. If it works, we're going to go ahead and start the game. We're going to go ahead and join the game again. Or start it again anyway. Okay, we're starting... what? That's just damn peculiar. Now it's saying that only one instance of one game can run at once? Oh, God. All right. Stop. Stopping. Trying to stop. Trying to shut down. It's not shutting down. It's not shutting down. Never heard that one before, Ah! You know what I mean? I seriously don't get this. That's just damn weird. What I'm probably going to do is end up this is going to be strange, but I am going to actually have to restart the computer. And to do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to, or at least try to do a log out and then log back in. That'll take the least amount of time, and then we'll see what happens from there. So I will be there in just a sec. I'm going to switch over to the I'm going to go I'm going to double check, make sure that this also works, because that's one thing I haven't tried, and this requires I do things hot, and that is to see how the to see if switching over to the local slide works. It'll be just a sec here. I might end up it'll also tell me whether or not I need to update a few things on the encoder as well. Because you may have the old one. So anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to do an AFK, and then I'll go look at the things before I head out, before I restart the machine. I'll be right with you guys in just a minute. Okay, give me just one more moment here. And I should probably also turn off my phone. And for whatever reason, the audio isn't coming back in from my from the sound that's coming. It's not feeding back into the studio setup like it's supposed to. I don't know what's going on here. Let me take a look real quick here. Let's see if that helps at all. Uh-oh. I need to restart this program, I think. First time I've ever seen this. Oh, I wonder. I think I may have accidentally clicked a button on that I shouldn't have. Nope. Should be working now. Do that now. Yeah, looks like it's working anyway. Yep, looks like it's working like it should now. I think anyway. Yep, it's working. That I can see anyway on the VR VI view. There we go. I just the VU meters were showing things. Now I can actually see it. Now I can hear it. Now let's actually do. I need to do a couple more things real quick. Actually, I don't want to go too far because I don't want to end up finding out that, oh my God, things are not going to work after all. But I'm going to do what I can to at least get part of the system set up. Okay, we're going to go to library. And now it's actually showing as down like it should. Opening up now as we speak. I'm going to do a real quick test on here before we go too far. New game. Medium. Yeah, something's wrong, and I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Okay, there it goes. It's shutting down like it should. I have absolutely no idea why it's not working. It's, for whatever reason, it is getting spurious input either from any of the controls I normally set up, or something else is happening. I don't know, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what else is there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to end the, I think I'm going to end the stream right now because I want to, I really want to figure out what I want to do, and it's got to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to step out, sort of regroup, as it were, and figure out what I want to do, and then start again. Sorry about that, guys. I really wish I knew what the hell was going on here. And more information as I get it. So I will see you soon. I will be back in a bit. I'll probably start a new stream in a bit. So I will see you. Bye.